EPA WA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for March 16th, 2021. We have a very weak system moving through the region today. One is going off to our south, which you can see right here. And there's another one that's off to the north. This is a weak vorticity impulse, shortwave impulse that is moving across the region. Initially, there's going to be on radar anyway. There's going to be in central PA. There's going to be a few chances this morning for some very light, wintry, mixed precipitation. Then that kind of fizzles heading east, but for the rest of us, it looks like it's going to be late afternoon and evening. There's an opportunity for some very light and spotty wintry mix precipitation, and that's mainly just sleet pellets or maybe a few light snow showers. We did send alerts today, kind of a CYA type thing for the My Pocket Meteorologist members for areas that we think could be affected by at least some wintry mixed precipitation. Most of you will not see any accumulation from it, but some areas could see a coating to a half inch. So we did leave that put that out in the alerts today just in case. But I think again most of you won't even see anything but trace amounts, if that. And it'll be certainly non-paved. The areas farther to the north are the areas that have the best chance to see that coating to a half inch, and that's going to be generally the higher elevations of northeast PA for that to occur, and also northern New Jersey. Okay, so this is going to move through today, a very weak system, and that'll be out of here by looks like later this evening. That'll be out of the region, and then Wednesday in its wake will be a mostly cloudy day. As you can see below here in the video, I have 35 to 42, that is north to south across our coverage area today as far as high temperatures, so another cold day just like yesterday. But tomorrow we will rebound, even though we're mostly cloudy, we'll rebound on either side of 50 degrees across the entire region. So here is a look at the NAM high-res future simulator radar, and it's starting us off at 8 a.m. And this is, by the way, since we changed the time clocks just over the weekend, this is now -4, okay, not -5 like it was earlier in the videos. This is now, this is the Zulu time, so this is 12Z, -4 hours will be 8 a.m. So that is what we're starting off here at the video. And again, some light wintry mixed precipitation here, but this is also running into a lot of dry air. And there's a lot of low-level dry air in place, as evidenced the last couple of days when we saw the red flag warnings. We saw the very low humidity levels. That did not just go away. So this first impulse will be running into that. So there might not be a lot coming out of this, and it's going to be falling apart anyway during the course of the morning. It is really later in the afternoon and evening we start seeing an increase across the rest of the regions. This is looking at, this is actually looking at 7 p.m. This is the evening. And you have some light snow showers far northeastern areas, parts of northeast PA, northern New Jersey. Some sleet pellets in between, some rain showers further south. So not a lot of precipitation with this, and if I give you take this all the way through the evening until it ends, which is just after midnight, and then we take this to a winter look, this is the total snowfall expected. This is snow and sleet. And you need a lot of coatings here, coating 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 type stuff in those higher elevation areas. That's really where the only areas we're expecting accumulations, but we did include areas further south of that just in case, because people are going to see sleet pellets falling. They're like, oh, you didn't say anything about sleet. Well, there it is. So this is their first insignificant system of the week. We always had March, the third week of March, highlighted for a very long time now in the long-range outlooks of a cooler than average period. Yesterday, today, and again on Friday will be cooler than average. And then, if there are any systems in the vicinity, you have the opportunity to still have a wintry side to them, although not significant. And I think that's the key there you have to understand, is that we are never expecting anything significant, and it won't be anything significant this week at all. This is a very insignificant event, obviously. So we're not dealing with any big systems. The big system that is coming here on Thursday, after a mostly cloudy Wednesday, is going to be mostly in the form of rain. And I would say for about 95%, about 90% of our region, it'll be all rain until the end. It's just going to be far northern areas at the very tail end. Could see a changeover to snow on the very back end of this precipitation. And I've moved this over to a 1-hour precipitation type just to give you the idea of what we're going to do. Moving this forward, here is the evolution of this. So you have these showers come in during the day on Thursday. You're going to have intermittent showers all day long on Thursday and Thursday evening. Then once we get later in the evening, far northern tier of Pennsylvania, and eventually the far northern tier of New Jersey, could see a changeover to snow at the end. And we're talking about maybe a coating to an inch or two of snow on the back end for those areas only, okay, up here. And if you look at the NAM, it's doing the same thing for the northern country. When the rain starts moving out, it brings this snow across the far northern tier. Now, it does have it getting down to places like Wilkes-Barre and Scranton there, but the lower elevations, we're looking at generally a coating to an inch here after that rain, just before it ends. And maybe some of these higher elevations, higher peaks up here get 2 inches of snow or so or thereabouts. So not a major system, obviously, and this is not significant. If you ask anybody who lives in Northeast PA, you ask them if 2 inches is significant, they'll laugh at you. Significant is something that we're talking about 6+ inches of snow. Certainly not that here. But this represents the last gasp of any wintry precipitation, not only this month, but for the rest of the season and probably until next year, because we're going to turn a lot warmer after this point. And as after that system exits and the equinox hits on Saturday morning, we change to spring officially. Temperatures will moderate to near average here on Saturday. We're going to dry out over the weekend. And Sunday and Monday, our temperatures are going to be making a run at well into the 50s to near 60 degrees in some areas by the time we get to Monday. So we're going to be turning the corner again next week. We're going to have warmer than average temperatures. And going forward through much of April, at least the first 2 weeks, maybe 3, we're at least slightly above average temperatures during that stretch. So there is no chance after we have the system go by on Thursday night and only affecting those small portion of our area with some back-end minor snow. That's it. That's all you're going to see for the rest of the year until next season. So we're going to continue to watch that system on Thursday. But today's system we're dealing with first. And again, hopefully you get a better understanding of what we're dealing with here. It's really not a big system altogether. But we will have a few spotty, non-paved, light precipitation moving through here. So maybe some snow on the far northern tier. Mostly sleet pellets in between. And then further south, you're dealing with some light rain showers, and that's it. And that's going to be going through the evening. That wraps up, and then we'll turn ahead to Thursday, which is primarily a rain event, which could end as snow across the far northern tier, with some very minor accumulations of snow up in those regions. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for March 16th, 2021. Have a great Tuesday.